Welcome back, everyone, to Naruto D&D. As always, I am your host. With us, I'm Connor. With us, we have Mike is Takashi. Thank you, Jim.
You.
Travis is Silas.
Hey.
Zach is Hira.
Hello.
Erica is Lane.
Meow.
And Nick is Kozukai.
I demand a recount.
This is the first time we've had everybody in a long time.
Yeah, this is true.
It's a milestone.
This is very sadly true.
Well, guys, I gotta go.
I was about to say.
Roll a 1d100, guys. Silas may die.
All right, so recap. This is welcome to Campaign 6, the Jonin exams. It's also a possibility that if you all supremely fuck things up, you actually don't get to take the Jonin exams.
That's okay.
Ah, good.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that when the time comes. So 1 month has passed since Owari's betrayal. You've all been training separately under your own personal tutors or with your own, personal goals, blah, blah, blah. But today, you've all been called to the Hokage's office.
I have elephantitis.
And you've been called there under escort of the Anbu. You all open your doors to 2 Anbu in masks and cloaks, and they all escort you personally to the Hokage's room.
I'm gonna be looking around super shiftily.
Now, once you all arrive at the Hokage's room, you'll see that there are a number of other ninjas standing there. Some as authority on Naruto's side of the desk, and others who have also been called to the office. On Naruto's side, you see, of course, Naruto, Shikamaru, Koyote, and a 4th man who only one of you recognizes. Takashi. You're the one who recognizes this man.
Yay.
On your side stands you and your team, as well as Rook, Regeko, Ken, Buki, and Higeki.
What? She's back? Wow.
You were here.
I know. I was
Naruto
Sorry,
begins.
I'll do it. Oh, what? She's back?
He just walks away.
I was turning on the light.
Okay. Naruto begins. Welcome, everyone. I'm sure you're wondering why you're all here, but let me start by introducing someone who you may have already met or may have not. He is the new chief of police here in the village.
Higeki?
His name is Masayoshi. Masayoshi, you see, is a very large and muscular man with a very stern look. He wears a long sleeve navy blue coat and pants of the same color. I fucking worded that poorly. A good thing to think of it is if you've seen, it's kind of based off of the Full Metal Alchemist, the blue outfits that they wear. It's kind of based or resembles that.
How muscular.
How muscular?
Armstrong?
He's pretty Armstrong level. Silas, because of your sheer being a giant, your muscles, might compete with his. But you look at this man and you can tell that he might be able to take you in a fight of sheer strength.
Do a flex off.
I'm about to.
You can challenge him if you'd like.
Do an arm wrestle match.
Become friends through your muscles.
We might.
So, Masayoshi just remains quiet, and when he is introduced, he doesn't change his stance or where he's looking at all. Naruto continues. Now then, all of you in this room have one thing in common. Owari. All of us in this room are going to the Land of Iron now to meet with the Shinobi Union. You see, they've summoned us to, stand trial.
What?
And to determine our loyalties and ensure that they can still trust us.
Oh, shit.
The Kage, myself included, as well as the Shinobi Union representative, will be determining your fates.
Fuck.
Just like Silas. Now then, if they vote against you, you need to be aware of exactly what that means. You'll be stripped of your titles as ninja, and you'll be held under watch for the next 3 years.
I was gonna say stripped and butt pounded at the prison. Oh shit!
Higeki is to stand trial for her crimes against the villages and her loyalty to Orochimaru as well. And we'll be taking the train to do this, and we're leaving immediately. So let's go.
Why?
You all walk with Naruto, escorted by 20 separate Anbu.
I'm gonna think to myself, can they really keep up with me?
You want to take that risk?
I don't know.
I'm gonna force my thoughts in your mind and say, do they have to?
And so you all arrive at the train station, sit yourselves in, and the train takes off. 9 hours pass, and you all arrive in the capital of the Land of Iron.
I need a shower.
You're escorted into a large room with a very high ceiling, and in this room, you see a number of other people.
I hope they don't get too close. I stink.
Don't worry about
Oh,
adjusting your
no.
stats at all if they're not accurate.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm about to
man.
say.
Is that Gara?
That is Gara.
Yeah.
I know that one. The sand guy. The Sandman.
So, when you all arrive in the room, you see that there are a number of people that are already there. And you see Naruto walks past you all, tells you to wait, wait here. And he walks off, climbing a large podium, or set of podiums, to join everyone else who's there.
How many of these are actually canon?
All of them.
All of them but 2. No. Of the ones who were actually declared as Kage, all of them but 3. Of the characters that actually exist, all of them but 2 exist. Of the ones who are currently sitting up there. And so you see that the podiums are elevated above the floor, and that there is a smaller podium that is elevated right in the center, right in front of them all. So pretty much right in front of Naruto there.
You get Spacho.
From left to right, you see the symbols of the nations emboldened on the podiums. From left to right, you see the the land of sounds Otokage, Yukimaru. The land of rain, Zamegakure, Danyoku. You recognize this man is the one that you helped while you were in the Rain Village.
I'm gonna look at him and give him a thumbs up.
He smiles and nods his head back to you. Next, the land of rivers Tanikage, Gazpacho. The land of winds Kazekage, Gara. The land of fires Hokage, Naruto. Land of lightnings Raikage, Darui. Land of waters Mizukage, Jojuro. Land of stones Tsuchikage, Kurotsuchi. And the land of irons General Mifune.
Does Gazpacho have a friend cat?
No.
Does he at least collect buttons?
Mm-mm.
Or pins or whatever those were?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
It just doesn't.
Come
So
on,
below
let me make
Naruto,
the
you
fucking
see
challenge.
the other shorter podium has Shinobi Union Representative written on it. A moment passes and you see a man walk into the room, and he climbs up and sits in that podium.
I'm gonna whisper. Took you sweet time.
The man doesn't look very impressive. He wears a pair of glasses, he has dark red hair and bright blue eyes. And he looks pretty scrawny comparably.
He was much more unique than the other guys.
A moment passes and then he speaks. Hello everyone. My name is Saibon. I'm the representative of the Shinobi Union, and the judge will be
Hello.
leading these trials. Now, with everyone here, we have an even number of voters. Do not worry about this. It will be covered. So, we have a number of trials to get to today. 7, to be specific. So, let's begin. Our first trial is for the Hokage of the Leaf, Naruto Uzumaki. So Naruto climbs down and stands in the center of the room. As Naruto, you've allowed traitors to, time and time again, betray you. The Shinobi Union will no longer allow this. Your trial will not take place. However, you are now under a state of probation. You will be allowed to remain Hokage for the time being, but you will be given a new advisor. Shikamaru will step down, and Masayoshi will take his place. He will report directly to us, and you will report directly to him.
Tyranny, I say. Tyranny.
You will also be denied your right to vote on the remainder of these trials. You are to sit and observe only. Do you understand? You see Naruto standing there with his hands crossed behind his back, and you see he clenches his fists. I understand. Good. Now take your seat, once again. Buki, you are the first trial of those affiliated with Owari. Naruto climbs back up. Buki takes place. Don't worry, we're not going to run through all of these. Buki, you've been shunned You've been shunned from your own village. You have assisted Owari. You have met with him during his 10-month mission, and you have trained one of his pupils. You are accused of being loyal to the traitor. How do you plead? Not guilty. So be it. State your case. No. I'm sorry. What was that? I won't beg for my freedom. Owari wasn't my friend, and he was barely an acquaintance. Half of these trials are just to shut up the rest of the Shinobi Union, and you're fully aware. I'm here as a formality, and I won't waste my time defending myself. Are you certain? Yes. So be it. Let the vote begin. And from left to right, you see they all vote innocent, guilty, guilty, and the remainder are innocent.
Yabuki!
Buki steps out of the room, and then you see Ken goes to the center. As Saibon announces, Ken, you're next.
He's guilty.
Ken has his trial, and Rook and Regekko, all one after the other, and all are found innocent and dismissed from the courtroom.
JK.
All right. Next, Higeki.
Oh, she's gonna be sentenced to death, huh? Sorry, Silas. Another one bites the dust.
From a
Higeki
technical
steps.
standpoint, the same one bites the dust.
Higeki steps to the center of the room. Higeki, your situation is unique, I admit. You're loyal to Orochimaru but betrayed him. Your information we've already been able to confirm almost entirely. We must determine if you are still loyal to him, however. How do you plead? Not loyal to him. Not anymore. And why not? What made you risk betraying such a man? Higeki remained silent for a moment. You know my story. All of you do. The other me, the clone that existed here in the Leaf, she felt so many things that I didn't. A family bond, friendship, love. When she died, her memories became mine as well. I was still too afraid of Orochimaru at the time to betray him, but after we captured Owari's team during their extended mission, Owari took all of his team's DNA and chakra. While they were unconscious, Owari was still able to freely move, and he talked to me. He talked to Orochimaru and me. He revealed to us what the candidacy truly was, and I couldn't let that happen. Owari said he suspected Silas to be the primary candidate so far, so I made my decision. I chose Silas over my fear. And so I betrayed Orochimaru, and I will never go back to him. You have to believe me. Do you have anything else to say? No. Nothing else I can say to convince you. So be it. Time for the vote. The vote continues, and they all unanimously vote innocent.
Guilty. Oh.
Higeki, you are hereby allowed to return to the Leaf. It's up to the Hokage at this point as to whether or not to reinstate you as a ninja. You are dismissed. Next, the final trial. Owari's former team. You will all be tried at once.
The Misfit Ninjas.
Why? I demand a separate trial.
Silas, can you do your job as Team Squad? Tell Jim not to speak.
So, you are all accused.
Come on.
You're all accused of remaining loyal to the traitor Owari. How do you plead?
Oh, we're at trial. Gosh dang.
Not
Trick.
guilty.
Tricked. Bamboozled.
Kerplunked.
I mean,
Betrayed.
I'm gonna say straight up, never was loyal. That boy
Whatever.
killed my
You were
last
always
team.
like, I know you're coming back to us, Owari. I know you're a good guy.
Hey, I'm Jim right now. I'm not Kosuke. If they knew I was Kosuke, I'd be like, I'm always loyal. So, guilty. But I'm gonna say not guilty. He killed my last team.
So metagaming conversations aside, how do you all plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me think about this.
Silas, I told you.
So be it. State your case one at a time. We'll go through initiative order.
Oh shit.
Takeshi.
Fun.
Well, since it's probably aware, I guess, to higher ups anyway. I mean, I was sent to observe him, not to be loyal to him. It should be proof enough for my case.
Is that it?
Anything else?
I mean, what more do you want? Our mission on Anbu is very simple.
And what was that mission?
To observe, one line was to observe a war, make a judgment whether he'd be a threat to the village.
How did you find?
My personal judgment,
Mm-hmm.
he was a threat from the beginning. However, I didn't base that judgment off of personal feelings, also based off of the action.
Anything else you would like to say?
No.
Silas.
What can I say? I've been with him since the beginning. He was like a father to me, and he's betrayed me twice. If anything, I feel heartbroken. My true loyalty. Thank you, Hira. My true loyalty is to the Leaf. And I will do whatever I can to stop anyone that tries to harm it.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
If anyone... That's it.
If anyone. That's it. Hera.
I'm not loyal to him. I am loyal to my team, however. Being a medical specialist, I feel it is my duty to ensure my team is alive in the end of the mission. And that's why I'm there. Don't get me wrong, I do consider this my team. But I always had worries about Awari. I never wanted to be partnered with him, nor did I hardly ever heal him. I'm not loyal to him, I'm loyal to my team. I'm loyal to the Leaf.
Can I do like a global sense
A sense motive to determine his
if everyone is lying or not?
Sure.
I'm not lying.
The guy is gonna be for South.
That's fine.
Metagame or in game.
I'm not loyal to him. Just because I let him out of prison that one time doesn't mean I'm loyal to him now. I mean, he just fucked us over.
That one time. That one time.
I don't know.
I'm loyal to Hageki.
I gotta make sure you're in game.
Bullshit.
Okay, if any of you are lying or not telling the truth completely, you're going to have to do a counter check. Were either of you two lying?
What do you want to do?
Well, he failed.
Were you lying at all, Silas, or not telling the full truth?
That was close. That was close.
All right, how about you, Hera? Were you completely honest?
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Another person I have to make sure because when he screws me over, then he's gonna be a target.
Like I want Awari to take my body and just die and disappear. Like, fuck that.
I just gotta make sure.
Lane.
Well, I assume most of you are aware that I am also on like Takeshi.
What?
Very,
I'm just kidding.
very short. Oh my gosh, my chair. Oh my.
Yeah, okay.
Very shortly after being put into Anbu, I was told to spy on the team as a whole and Awari, and I assume that all of the reports I've given to Coyote have been given to you as well, so I don't feel like I need to argue my case. You should be well aware of my loyalty.
We have received those reports. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Kozuki, or sorry, Jim.
Kim.
Jim Kai. Cozy Jim.
After thinking long and hard about this, I'm gonna say I don't even know what to say. I want to say yes so bad, but I want to say no so bad.
But you better go on a roll. If you
Roll a
go
1d2.
Okay. I gotta flip a coin.
It's gotta be a two. I call it.
On a two, I'm loyal.
Flip a coin. What the fuck is your character going to do?
My character. This is part of his trait. Flips a coin to decide. No, so I'm not loyal.
He said long and hard.
Rip.
Long and hard about this coin flip. Well, I'm not loyal to Awari. So I have no real reason not to be. And I have no excuses on why I shouldn't be either. So, you know, it's up to you to decide if I am or not. Go ahead and make me a traitor.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Go Cowboys!
Then we shall vote.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yukimaru starts. Innocent. Danyoku. It's hard for me to believe that any one of you who helped me with restoring my village can be in league with a truly traitorous individual such as him. Innocent.
I don't know about that.
Gazpacho. Innocent. Gara. Innocent. We cannot punish the pupils for the errors of their sensei.
I don't know about that one either.
Darui. Darui starts. Takashi, you revealed Owari stealing Omoi's swords. And after the meeting with my former, he judged you all in quite a different light from Owari. Innocent. Jojiro. Innocent. Kurotsuchi. They aren't Owari. We won't judge them as such. Innocent. And Mifune. Ken trusts these ninja. So will I. Innocent.
Oh shit, all innocent.
And Saibon.
Man,
We might as well make it unanimous. Innocent. You are all allowed to continue your lives in the Leaf. Now
with
then,
the breath of sorrow, I go, sorry.
you are all allowed to continue your lives in the Leaf. Now then, we actually have one last trial. I kept this one a secret from your team because if you weren't found innocent, you wouldn't be allowed to be involved. But just in case, depending on how this case goes, I would like you to step off to the side and potentially be witnesses.
God damn it.
Owari, they caught him.
Orochimaru.
So,
You see the door in the bottom right-hand side open, and you see out of it, or as the door opens, you hear the the clacking of chains coming into the room, and you see 3 people enter the room.
GG. Dynamic trio.
Yee!
You see the people who were involved in the tailed beast battle that Owari fought during the 10-month skip, or 10-month mission. Was it a skip?
Put them to
Part of
death.
the
You're not about to death. Then he gets his wish. Fuck that.
skip.
Three-tailed beast.
And so you see that they're all bound in chains. However, the chains have some very special centerpieces on them that is locked into the chest.
They're blocking all their chakra. Wow.
Yeah, you can recognize that's probably what it's doing. And so Saibon continues. We will now begin the trial of the potentially traitorous Jinchuriki. Sarah of the 2 tails, Gohan of the 4 tails, and Tsubaki of the 5 tails. You stand accused of attacking Owari and his team on an official mission. How do you plead? They all say in unison, not guilty.
Bullshit.
State your case. Gohan takes the lead. We are innocent of these crimes. We didn't attack an official ninja. We attacked a traitor and his traitor students. His former team has been found unanimously innocent. You fools! Owari will play you all. They're his puppets. How can you be so stupid? They're traitors just like him. You are the traitors. Owari is as well, however, his team has been found loyal, and you attacked them. Is that all you have to say to defend yourselves? No. We have one final thing to say. We are not going to allow the traitors to destroy our world, our villages. And you see Sarah and Tsubaki jump a little bit closer to Gohan, and the three grab hands.
Oh no! Come on! Why you gotta do this? Why? You see all the people in the room, fam.
Shield!
Fuck y'all doing? Why?
You see
Why would you do that?
Gohan begins to glow in a vague red light. Saibon stands. Those chains are specifically crafted to hold a Jinchuriki, such as... And you hear the cracking of metal. Gohan starts. You can stop the chakra of one, yes. But with these two channeling their strength into me, I can break these chains. No matter how strong they might be. You see the chains that are binding Gohan begin to crack more and more of his red cloak of the tailed beast begins to cover him.
You couldn't take Owari. What makes you think you can take Naruto?
Our target isn't Naruto.
Oh, fuck.
At this point, you see Naruto becomes enveloped in an orange cloak. He stands up, and you hear a man yell out from the side of the room as he enters. You recognize Masayoshi.
I recognize generic ninja face.
Yeah. He's walking into the room casually, and you see he yells out, Naruto, please, leave this to me. He starts casually walking past the Jinchuriki as they're slowly and steadily, you hear the chains cracking and waving around and hitting each other. You see his cloak getting ever stronger as it continues. He goes, now, if I'm to be your new advisor, you should be able to trust my fighting abilities. Please, Hokage. Naruto lets out a sigh. He is able to use Son Goku's power. You can't actually... Please, Hokage. Just watch. Gohan lets out a roar, and you see that the chains burst from his position.
Can I
You
turn
see-
my eyes?
Sure.
Yay.
Can I turn on my ass to block? I still don't know you have it, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, we were all there.
You're vaguely aware of it. You don't know the exact details, but you know he's got something. So at this point, you see that Gohan is jumped, dashing towards Masayoshi with his right arm pulled backwards, readying a punch. And you see the red chakra cloak is so thick on his arm that it's caused his arm to completely change his appearance and to mimic that of the Four-Tails arm.
What?
With his fist ready to punch Masayoshi, you see that his fist goes in to punch him, and immediately a thick gust emanates from it, almost knocking you all off your feet. You see that the walls of the room are scarred from the intense slashing from the gust.
You're not gonna make us do a balance check?
No.
That's impressive.
And before you all can see clearly as the dust that's been settled, or as the dust settles, you hear Gohan speak. What? How are you able to match you? And you see that Masayoshi, one hand behind his back and his other hand open palm catching Gohan's fist. You see that he's blocking him with what appears to be almost no effort. However, you see that his coat falls off of him, tattered and falling in pieces. His pants damaged as well, but still staying on. You know, I really liked that coat. Owari was right. You are pathetic. You see, Masayoshi releases Gohan's fist and immediately follows up with a punch almost too fast for you to see. And that punch, single punch, launches him across the room. At which point you see, in an instant, Masayoshi appears right behind him as well and readies another punch, launching him back in the previous direction. Once again, Masayoshi appears where his path is going. This time he readies an uppercut and launches the Four-Tails into the air, breaking through the roof as he goes.
I love watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Masayoshi turns to Saibon. I'm going to bring him back in. Please, prepare the room. You see, Masayoshi disappears once again. But this time, you see that the ground is cracked underneath where he was once standing. Saibon makes a series of hand signs. So you can learn this. I can specify this jutsu in an actual layout here later.
Okay. What do you need me to roll?
Not you, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to maybe learn this, depending on.
That's what his bloodline is.
Unless it's your element, or if it's even element at all.
Maybe. I don't know.
So,
Depending.
so after Masayoshi disappears, you see that Saibon makes the hand signs, and a spherical purple barrier appears in the center of the room. You see it's completely taken shape, except for the top of it, which still remains open. A moment later, you see Masayoshi appear back where he was, but this time knelt down, hands on the ground, and it cracking beneath him yet again. Saibon, prepare to close it on my count. 3, 2, 1. You see a flicker of movement like a fireball falling into the room. Now, the fireball lands inside the sphere as Saibon closes it. As the fireball inside collides with the sphere, you see that the sphere begins to crack like glass, but manages to retain itself. Sorry about that. I may have overdone it. You see the fireball inside. When the fire fades, you see it is actually Gohan. He is no longer covered in the red chakra cloak of the tailed beast. You see clear burn marks all over his body. Well, most of his body. You see he is currently missing both of his arms.
What?
A moment passes and you see 2 objects fall into the room. 2 arms.
Holy shit!
I guess I really
about
did
the
overdo
samurai?
this. Well, well, it doesn't matter. He'll be killed for this treason regardless. The bright side, the descent will have cauterized his wounds, so he won't need immediate medical attention. Carry on, Saibon. You see Masayoshi casually walks away.
Connor, you need to whisper me that.
Screw Guy. I want that guy as my mentor.
Jeez.
So now that you see it's a more casual situation as he's walking away, you notice something about Masayoshi. You notice that now that his coat's gone, that he's just got his bare chest, you see there's a lot of scarring on him.
Damn.
Pretty much every inch of his body is scarred. Some you can tell are slashes, some are stabs, as well as noticeable burn marks on his left side. And you see a uniquely written seal on both of his wrists that none of you recognized.
She didn't have us roll a phone jutsu. I will roll it right now.
You don't know this.
I'll
The
use
phone jutsu
something.
checks determines whether or not you're familiar with this jutsu. You're not familiar with this.
You didn't even have me roll, so you don't know.
Shut the fuck up. So Saibon continues. This event renders a vote unnecessary. The 3 Jinchuriki, on grounds of attacking the Shinobi Union representatives, are to have the tailed beast sealed from inside of them and are sentenced to death. All villages are to prepare a list of candidates that you believe as suitable replacements for the next Jinchuriki, for the 2 tails, the 4 tails, and the 5 tails. When the Shinobi Union reconvenes next month, we will make our decision then. Now then, you're all dismissed.
Savage.
At this point, you see that the sphere that was holding Gohan dissipates and Gohan falls to the ground.
You gotta whisper me that jutsu.
It's just barrier sphere. It doesn't exist in the actual canon. That's why I said I'd have to make it later for you.
Well, I'm gonna absorb that then.
Okay.
Wonderful.
What was that?
Clearly, that's the sound of learning a new jutsu. Haven't you ever learned a jutsu before? Come on.
So, you all immediately go back to the train station and are escorted back to the Leaf once again.
On the way back, I'm just going to say that was a farce.
You can all talk about it if you'd like.
They weren't even attacking us when they were attacking the war. Or us and the war, quotation air marks. Fucking, they were just attacking Hawaii.
I wonder if they're gonna forcibly remove him. From what I remember,
Yeah.
I thought Jinchuriki was supposed to have personal bonds with the people there sealed in.
Didn't you hear they're gonna kill him?
Well, they are gonna kill him, but what if their relationship was good? The person, how are they gonna react?
Well, they're obviously going to be fucking pissed off, but at the end of the day, what does that matter? They're not sealed in a new person.
What if
They're
they want to be
animals.
sealed?
They
Son
are
Goku-
animals.
Son Goku deserves someone strong. That guy was weak as fuck.
In my opinion, none of them need to be sealed in the body anyway.
What was that?
In my opinion, none of them need to be sealed in the body anyways.
You don't think so?
Yeah. I think they could do better without some sort of Jinchuriki host.
Interesting.
I wouldn't mind having the power of that toot.
Anything else that you want to say, or shall I get to the next part?
Next part.
On a roll.
I'm just gonna say I stayed quiet up to myself.
All right,
Me
after
too.
that initial conversation.
You were just hoping that they would call you down.
So, you all arrive back in the village and are escorted once again straight to the Hokage's office. You see inside there, however, this time is just your team, as well as Naruto, Shikamaru, and Masayoshi. Masayoshi is now fully clothed, as he has replaced his jacket and pants, and he starts this conversation. Hello, Warrior's former team.
Hello.
We should give you a new name to push that stigma away. We'll call
No, I
you Team 2. Easy to remember, and
What?
his former team number. Welcome
No.
to Team 2.
I request a different number.
Yeah.
What number do you request?
14.
Anything but 2.
14.
Your request has been duly noted.
We could just be called Team Silas.
No. No.
Since you are all the exact same rank and you are not their sensei, I feel that would be ill-fitting.
Yep. Oh, let's call ourselves Team Kono. And remember it's
Well,
Kono.
You know, I have been in this team the longest. Just saying.
Well, you've all been in
Senior
this team the
team.
exact same amount of time, actually.
Oh,
Well,
so this
that's
is a new
true.
team we're doing?
That's
Like,
true.
This
That's
is a
true.
different team. Comparing
Oh,
your
so I guess-
original team and your relation to Awari, of course, yes, you have been the longest. However, we're trying to avoid the relation to Awari as much as possible. The number is the only thing I will allow because it is easy and measurable.
Okay.
Fair.
Other names you can absolutely submit, however, keeping them related to Awari stronger than a number, or related to dead or former teammates, I feel would be ill-fitting.
Nah.
Let's
I
be
like
Team
Kono.
End.
How about we be
Team
the
End?
band of the hawk?
Is that your said, Team Takashi? Team End?
Yeah.
Team Awari?
I like it. I like it. Team End.
Team End.
Team beginning in remembrance of
How about we just move on?
All right. Now then, you are all here to determine your fate. You see, Awari is waiting for you to get stronger so he can take one of your bodies and make it his own.
then wouldn't it be beneficial to you to keep us at our weakest?
Well, you see, that leaves us with one of two options. Number one, we hold you under house arrest for the remainder of your lives and ensure that you don't get any stronger than you currently are. Making Awari's plan fail by, well, simply by forcing it. However,
Like with that.
I doubt that any of you would like to make that easy, and it's not the way that I like to do things. So we're going to go with option number two. We're going to make you so strong that when Awari comes to take you, you'll be able to beat him.
Or will we now?
You've all proven yourselves able to handle even other ninja. You're all quite combat capable for the most part, and because of that, we're going to recommend you for the Jonin exams. The first step, however, you're going to have to complete a mission. You see, completing this mission will get you into the preliminaries, or get you past the preliminaries for the Jonin exam. we're going to be sending you off on a B rank mission into the land of wind. To an old site for some of you.
B rank?
A B rank mission.
B rank passes its prelims. You serious?
Yes.
Right.
This specific one does.
Oh,
Okay, don't get too happy. We've been in B ranks that turned to like S ranks before, so shut the hell up.
I mean, we didn't do anything in those S rank.
I mean, the past team's been in D rank that's turned into S rank.
The original team actually was given an S rank mission, if you recall.
Yep.
That was the one where Kono died.
True.
Now then, completing this mission will get you past the preliminaries and allow you to actually compete in the Jonin exam. Now, this mission was sending you to a place that a couple of you will recognize. Silas and Lane. You were on this mission the first time you went. You're going back to Taisuke Mono,
Wow!
the castle in the land of wind.
Oh man.
Now, apparently the quicksand around the castle has begun to flow again. The nearby village was recently attacked. The weird part is that there were no bodies. Eaten perhaps, but there are clear signs of blood and drag marks, all leading towards Taisuke Mono. So you're going to figure out what's going on and take care of it. And you're to leave tomorrow morning. Dismissed.
If I remember correctly, that's where
the scorpions were.
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, what if we already know what's going on?
Then it seems as though you will have a lovely advantage and you should have nothing to worry about in terms of mission success.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's the
but we're
God
there.
Killer first off, so it's no bueno.
We're like 3 times stronger than we were when we went there originally. Stop being a little bitch.
I'm not worried about
Can I high five Lane?
Whoa. I'm worried about the God Killer. When I see the God Killer, don't expect me to be around much longer.
So, Jim, perhaps you prefer us to send you on a daycare mission where the God Killer might be one of the children? Or perhaps we should send you to the land of lightning where the God Killer could be as well. You see, we don't know where the God Killer is. So, no matter what we do, no matter where we send you, you have the same amount of chance to run into him. So,
I will take that daycare
you
mission
can
right now.
forfeit right now and take your place as a ninja off of our take your place as a ninja out of our village, or you can accept this mission like the good ninja that you are supposed to be.
Well, I'm not saying I decline the mission. I just don't want to do this mission. I can voice.
He steps up
opinion.
to you and he looks down at you. This man is taller than you. He looks down at you.
I'm 6 foot. Damn.
This man is 6'8".
Damn.
Dwarfs us all.
And then I step up to him and look down at him. Let's just let this go.
Man looks at you and he goes,
Ah, shit.
I'm going to handle this right here and now.
Time out,
There's
time
no
out,
letting this
time out,
go.
Time out. No, serious time out. Like, hold on. I'll be right back.
I'm going to continue this conversation. Then we'll... No,
I want to hear this.
Okay.
I opened up a pin and it like exploded, so I gotta throw this out my window.
Gee.
Not the trash.
You piece of shit.
You're in Alaska. What the fuck's wrong with you? It's God's country you're talking about.
I'm in Alaska. There's nothing to do.
You're
So I
just
broke
trash.
open a pin.
Hey, you know what? The Eskimos are over there crying
You
right
can
now.
play Grand Theft Arctic.
Oh shit!
You're right.
Grand
I
Theft
can.
Penguin?
Then I get shot by the owner.
Rip.
Teammates.
Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
All right, go. Time in.
So he continues talking to you, Silas, and he goes, now, I'm going to take care of this matter right here and now. Because I'm not going to allow some insubordinate lackey to destroy what this village stands for. And he turns back to you, Jim. He goes, now, you think that you're so smart, always making the clever comment, always so cocky. I received a thorough report on you, Jim, or perhaps I should say Kozukai. Now, you have been consistently insubordinate. You have threatened not only our village, but our people who are standing inside of it. Terroristic attacks, as well as failure to follow orders. This will no longer be the case. I am now the head of this village just under the Hokage, and if you continue to be insubordinate, then I will personally kill you. Do you understand me?
Hold up.
This was fun.
Hira, can I have like a seal here?
Nope.
I'm gonna slap it on his face.
Is he gonna die on the spot? Or let's see what's gonna happen here.
All I'm
Let's
gonna
move.
say, I understand, and I will be cooperative, but I was never terroristic in the first place.
Also, here's a towel from all that spit. I'm just playing.
Now then, you are all dismissed. There's nothing more. If you have questions, keep them to yourselves or ask your team. And Jim, if you talk back to me again after I have assigned you a mission, you will regret it.
I'm
Get
gonna look
out
up
of
at
here.
Silas. I'm gonna look up at Silas as he's still in front of me and go, didn't he just get here?
Just put him on house arrest.
Leave.
Murder him.
Um,
God.
I want to say something.
Mhm.
I put my hands behind my back and I say permission to stay behind and have and talk for a moment, sir.
Granted. The rest of you, get out.
Are we leaving immediately?
I immediately walk out the door.
You
I
have
walk
until
out.
tomorrow
I'm not
morning.
even listening to this conversation.
Nobody is gonna ask why or how. I'm
Lane,
still
you
close
want to
to-
go get some grub?
Yeah, they really don't care about you being Kozukai at all.
Lane and I are gonna go get some food.
Wait here. I have
We're
a
gonna go
proposition
to
for you.
They're gonna go by the little
We're
cafe.
gonna
and-
go get
Alright,
some fucking
All of you
food.
leave the room except for Silas. Silas, what is it
I'm
that
already
you
left.
wish?
I saw your power. I have to know. Where does it come from? How are you this strong?
Tell you what. Become a Jonin, and I'll tell you all about myself.
It's a deal.
Now you're dismissed.
Rising up.
Yes, sir.
Starts doing sit-ups,
Back
punching
on the
meat.
street. Alright, since everyone knows I'm Kozukai, now I'm gonna just transform into Kozukai with fucking transformation jutsu.
Okay.
Are we all
roll your-
gonna eat?
roll your transformation?
So you're gonna get
But-
shorter?
Do I need to roll my transformation, Connor?
Roll disguise check.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go to the Light Cafe and tell his sister what's going on.
Oh,
Sister already
shit.
knows for what it's worth.
Oh.
Lane and I are
Metagame
already
knowledge.
Ah, shit.
You're gonna transform to Kozukai, but you just pretty much turn into Fat Albert.
Rip.
I'm Kozukai, so walk around. Walk around as Fat Albert.
All right, I'm gonna
Everyone going to
say
get there?
I'm gonna say you can freely look like Kozukai. However, you got to realize it's going to cost you chakra to do so.
I knew. All I was gonna do is go to my the lowly cafe and say hi to my sister.
Is this
Okay.
a long mission? Like, are we gonna be like traveling a great distance? I can't remember how far away this place is.
You're pretty. We're gonna skip all
3.5
that though.
days.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I need to go by and get some food then, but I mean, if we're gonna skip all that, that's fine.
Like in real life, or
No, I
No,
just
wait.
ate.
Universe.
Like in Naruto D&D.
okay, yeah, it's pretty much just gonna be skipped. We're kind of skipping that because fuck it.
Fuck.
You've made the journey before. I'm not gonna make you go through the exact same shit. You've taken out of the people who are there. The Yamaguchi boys are doing their own thing. You've already re-encountered them. It's fine.
I mean, if anything, they would help us.
Mhm.
Can we
Curious.
enlist them?
Huh?
Can we enlist the Yamaguchi boys?
Do you know where to enlist them from?
Your
I will
man.
go to that. We'll go to that. What's it called? Fucking that
Do you
restaurant.
remember?
You just
anything?
get on with the damn.
That
what's the
curry
restaurant?
place. You know that's
Yeah.
not where they're held up.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting at the entrance of my car.
Well, you've pretty much got a full day to do before that mission starts. It's the next day's morning is when you're set to leave.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna summon everyone to my house then.
I appear out somehow.
By summon, I'm sure it means come with me to my house.
I'm gonna send a summons to your house.
Kazuki, you gonna go with what your initial plan was, or join Takashi?
Well, I'm going to go with my initial plan, then I'll join Takeshi. Then I want to do one more thing after the party or whatever.
Yeah, for real party.
I mean, we can do it. We can go get something to eat, and I can just tell you all about it.
Well, being here are already getting food.
We're already at the fucking restaurant, so
Are you at the Loli Cafe?
I can see where we're going.
hell yeah, we are.
Let's
Sorry,
see.
at the Loli Cafe. Okay,
Loli Cafe.
so you're all at the Loli Cafe except Silas. Are you there too?
Yeah, I join them.
Okay, you're all at the Loli Cafe.
We need to make that map.
I thought it was on here.
Like this
No.
big piece of leg on whatever it was. I don't even know. It's probably a cow.
You know, I've been ditching work a lot now that I think about it.
You don't have a job anymore.
Pretty sure they fired me.
So does that guy who runs the ancient relic shop, like those weird relics, know that Kono's dead, or is he just assumed he quit?
He knows that he was dead.
Okay.
Great.
You actually, as Hajime, talked to him about it, I believe.
It was a new beginning.
Of course, no one ever told him about Hajime. So
I haven't cleaned the Coliseum in a long time. I bet that place is just blood and guts.
Coliseum isn't that bloody anyway. But
I mean, they're like slipping and falling and killing themselves. It's pretty crazy.
really not. But continuing on.
All right. Well, since you're all gathered here, during that week of a hiatus, I found out what those I can do.
Month.
All right. So I was doing other stuff throughout the month, or whatever. Anyway, I found out what these eyes can do. So I figured I'd share my findings, and maybe we can benefit from them
Maybe.
if you want. So as for the black eye, it can the heck? It gives you plus. I'm just gonna read off it to you. So +5 to sense motives and spot checks. Can see chakra, last 3 rounds. One of them gives you dark vision, 60 feet in the last 10 minutes. One of them gives you telescopic sight, so you can see farther. This is a reduction on spot checks every 30 feet. You get a -4 penalty. One of them gives you heat vision, +4 to spot checks on warm-blooded creatures. It's one that gives you motion sense, +3 to spot checks against fast-moving objects and high-speed sight of 2. And there's
Good
one
Wari.
against the warrior. And the last one, any creature within 30 feet becomes paralyzed for 5 rounds.
I like that one.
That's pretty cool.
That's a nice folder.
So there's 1, 2. I mean, there's enough for all of us, but I guess we'll have to decide on which ones, or if you even want one.
We definitely should have done this a month ago before we started this mission, so we could have time to recover.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
I'm not doing it right now. Now we're about to go on a mission that could kill
I
us.
can actually increase recovery time.
I already have my
I legitimately
specialized.
can.
I don't need
Yeah.
your brand, Takashi.
Whoa.
I already have my special eyes.
Yeah, but
My brand.
yeah, but
I'll legitimately be right back.
Hira. Okay.
You can go ahead and say he's still with us.
I'm wondering how long, like how fast he can increase healing time, because if we're going to leave tomorrow, that's 1 night of healing, and then it takes 3 days to get to where we're going. That's only potentially 3 days and a night of healing. Is that going to be enough time? I want to be at my strongest if I'm fighting a big ass scorpion.
If we're all fighting scorpions.
2 big ass scorpions. 2. They're both
Maybe
alive.
3 for all we know. Those were babies when we last saw them. That was 3 years ago.
Well, remember, you saw the big
King and
ones. They
queen.
weren't necessarily babies.
That's true. But there had to have been some babies though.
Hey, you guys want to go back in that room and see if there's more platinum items?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think
I
we
still
should
have-
somewhere.
I still have all of them.
I got mine.
I got a question for you guys. This is in game. Like I'm talking in game as Kozukai right now. You guys aren't freaking out that I'm actually Kozukai?
I knew it all. I knew it the whole time.
No, you didn't.
The whole time.
Not if you know it.
I never
I
had
could,
a
I could
person.
tell by the way you acted. You acted different. Jim wasn't that way.
I thought
What
I did
happened?
pretty
Yeah.
good, Jim.
I gotta get a bottle. I'll be right back.
What happened to Jim?
What do you mean? What happened to Jim?
I'm
Jim
back.
Guess
became
one person.
And of course, just gonna
Coincidence.
exchange one for the other.
So how long can you increase that recovery time? 3 days? For a month?
Recovery in 3 days. I'm gonna go ahead and say now I want that paralysis one. That was the coolest in my opinion.
Keep in mind it has a daily limit.
Still worth it though.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. When you said that, I don't think you covered that. So I'm just saying so everyone's aware.
Oh yeah, power like most of them are 3 times a day. The only one that's 2 times are no, all these are 3 times a day. But one of these is after 2. Oh, okay, yeah. The paralysis one is 2 times a day. Everything else is 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, I just increased resting time. That's it.
Well,
So-
shit.
What is entailed in the recovery? Like what kind of penalties to take?
I really wish I could tell you. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to pull it up right now. There's no fucking immediate link.
Either way,
Alright,
I'm down for
so
this right
you
here,
can
right now.
conduct field surgery, sticking grievous wounds, realigning broken bones, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Surgery requires 1d4 hours, and if the that doesn't matter.
That's field surgery.
Blah 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 blah. A character who undergoes surgery is fatigued for 24 hours minus 2 hours for every point above the DC the surgeon achieves. The period of fatigue can never be reduced below 6 hours.
Okay, so we can do this right now.
Yeah.
Hope you're ready.
It fails, somebody loses an eye, and then
I'll let you know right now. The failure, if you get a critical 1, is the eye is not only destroyed that you're like performing the surgery on, so that eye's just completely gone. The other eye, like you're also going to sever the nerve endings in it, so that way a new eye cannot be replaced.
Son of a
eye patch
bitch!
though. Hey, hang on. You get an eye patch though. That's gonna make you look
No.
cool.
You can be a
Dang,
pirate.
No,
A pirate
that ain't worth it.
ninja.
That ain't worth it.
So,
Arr,
you tell me
Awari.
that's not
So you've got roughly a 5% chance of losing the eye.
Yeah, but
I'm still
Let's
down.
put Jim first.
No, I'm
And
first.
yes, it will, Jim. You'll still be able to see as well. However, if anything would block one eye and not the other, your bloodline will be blocked.
okay.
Rip.
It's okay. I'm fine with that. Fine with that handicap.
It's not much of one. It's just under the right situation.
Yeah.
I know, seriously. Which eyes sound appealing to you guys? What do you want?
I like that heat vision one. That way I
Not-
can see inside of mist.
But if I were to, during surgery,
Not during this kind of surgery.
why? It does not specify you can't.
Yes, it does.
What are you trying to do? What are you
Nothing.
trying to-
I can't let you know.
I'm
I
not
wasn't gonna
letting,
do it.
I'm not letting Hira do the surgery though.
Let's see.
If he keeps talking like that metagamingly, I'm not letting him fucking touch my face.
Piercing or slashing?
Neither of that is piercing or slashing.
A scalpel? I gotta cut open something. I guess I could slash it.
That's not.
In any case.
No.
Well, Jim, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, we got one team member opting out.
What do you mean? I got nothing to worry about. You're over
Connor
there.
knows.
You're talking with God, and God's like, no. And you're like,
I'll
what?
say the closest thing you can do is force a 1 if you want. You can like choose like where you can like take 10. You can take 1 if you want.
Fuck no.
Rip.
He's knocked out. I take 1. Ah!
Jeez.
Okay, what did I
I'm
miss?
not-
Dude, I want
You
some.
fucking touch my eyes.
Some salt.
No pie.
I'll fucking brag
Some of
about
that,
it.
man.
I'm
Hey, you
not-
better share some of that.
I wonder if Kabuto will let do this shit.
I don't like whipped cream. That's not exciting.
Oh, you're looking at alternatives.
Fuck them, all my medical children.
Listen, if we're doing
What-
surgery, we need to get this shit started.
That's what I said.
Okay,
Like,
I had a
who
question
wants
for you, and you
what?
didn't answer it.
So, you asked me a question, or you asked
Maximum
Hero a question?
24-hour fatigue period. Reduced by how many DC over the surgeon rolls.
Sounds like a plan.
So we have 3 days and 1 night
Uh-huh.
of travel and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do it. What'd you say about transferring 2 eyes? You said it costs you something, doesn't it?
No. Crush you both your eyes.
Yeah, but you have to. It makes it hard, and you have to like it uses all about your chakra or something like that. You said.
No.
If you use both
Doesn't
your
work.
eyes, then your eye. If you have your eyes transplanted with something that uses dojutsu, it costs chakra consistently. These eyes don't work like that.
Okay.
Cool eyes.
I got pie.
So who's first?
So realize a critical failure on his surgery will result in your eye being destroyed, as well as not being able to ever replace the eye due to a damaged nerve ending, as well as that same thing will happen if you don't succeed the DC on the surgery.
What's the DC?
20.
What do I roll for that?
Trade injury.
Nah, we're good, guys. we're real good.
So
If he rolls a critical 1, I have a spirit die. Can I give it to him on me?
No, not for the surgery.
Oh.
So once again, keep going fast. I want the flesh mine. I want the paralysis one. I need to voice. You need to voice your opinion so we can take a vote. Possibly. We already got one opted out. We got 4 people here. We got like 20 eyes. Who wants one?
I want heat vision. Call it. Raise my hand.
Got one for each
Jump.
vision. You're
You're doing the paralysis one?
I don't want.
I want the paralysis one. You don't want it?
Is that the one that makes you? You said
I'm
the
not
one
gonna do
that
surgery
makes
on
where
myself. I don't
people
trust
within
any
30
other
feet are frozen.
Say again.
You said that's the one that makes it to where people that within 30 feet can't move.
Yeah, it's so you can use it 2 times a day as an attack action. Will save is DC 17.
That's
They
pretty
passed.
badass.
That's pretty cool.
That DC 17 also doesn't adjust based on modifiers.
It's a flat DC 17.
That's pretty cool, especially since I charge head first into battle. I'm just
All right.
Who's up first?
actually Takashi. You should probably have that one because you're kind of a weak little bitch, and you almost died last time. Like the last 3
Whoa.
times we fought.
Okay.
Dang.
I'll
So
show
I
you-
don't
I'll show
I
you
don't
what I
have
got.
any drugs, by the way. Silas, you mind hitting them to knock them out?
Hiro just clears off the table that you're all eating on. All right, let's start.
I'm down.
Let's finish our
I
meal
need
before-
I guess I need to hear the ones. What are the benefits of the other ones again? That you can just see like heat signature and shit like that.
So-
it's all
Flux perception, so motion sense, you get high speed sight 2 and a +3 to fast moving objects for your spot checks. Heat vision, you get a +4 to things that give off heat. Even in total darkness, concealment, or even invisibility. Keen sight, so you can see farther. Like instead of if you do a spot check, like there's a penalty for every 10 feet normally, you get a penalty every 30 feet. So you can basically see farther than other people. 3 times a day. Will last for 5 minutes.
No offense. I thought Takashi would do the one where he could the first one you read off, like the sense motive or whatever.
I can't see myself failing this motive check. I've got a lot put into that. Like even if I roll a 2, yeah, it's you're fine. Unless you have a super high blood.
I think I'll do the heat sense. I kind of like the idea of being like the predator.
I'm okay with that, yeah.
the Predator movies.
I have more than, let me see how many I got.
I got that.
I think there's more than one. I gotta look at the.
You would only get one eye.
No, I mean I think I have more than one. There's more than one.
You have more
Three.
than one.
So
Three
that
sets?
okay. So there's green, one purple, one brown. Never mind. There's only one of them that has a bunch of them. Just the white one, which is
Which one did you call Kozakai?
Heat
the
sense.
flux reception.
You did the heat vision?
Yeah, but I'll only take one eye. Unless the surgery fails. Don't take both eyes.
So yeah, there's only one of those of that heat vision.
I guess I won't take any then.
Like sure,
Well,
night vision. You get low light and dark vision.
I already have that.
Dark vision and low light.
That's what Connor said on the with that thing that we got. I thought.
You might have low light. You don't have dark.
Are you
Yeah,
talking
dark
about
vision,
your
but not low
alternate
light.
character?
Talking about the
No.
Kaigon.
Yeah, the Kai gun.
You get dark.
That's
vision.
only when you're using the Kaigon.
Costs more chakra. So it costs chakra in general. This one doesn't.
Can we get this surgery started?
Yeah, the time is not even progressive.
Dude.
Lane, would you like to be my assistant?
Sure.
Lane's
Slave
gotta
Love
get
me.
his butt knocked out.
Don't touch me. I'm sterile.
So are y'all gonna go to Hira's house then?
First, I want to talk to my sister. I'm
All
waiting
right.
on her to roll up on the fucking table.
All right. She doesn't roll up on the table, but she comes up and goes, "Oh, hi, Jim.
Hello.
Hi."
Give me Fat Albert.
Yeah. You. Let's get this over with. I'm not Jim. I'm close to you.
There you go, fam. Let me put my camera.
It's still a secret. I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep it that way.
Yeah, it was rudely told to everybody.
Oh, okay. Oh, what do you want?
Oh,
All right, fine. That's what you want to be.
salt.
Buy you this fucking restaurant.
Sprinkle a
I'm
little
gonna walk
bit
out
of
the restaurant. I was walking out. I'm leaving. I'm going to Hira's house.
Girl, it's a hard day at work, and her brother doesn't even give a shit. Fine.
Was this
I went-
smell-o-vision too?
I went truth vision.
Truth vision. All right. You get a +5 to your spot checks against surprises, and you can see chakra with that.
Is there a smell-o-vision? I want to be able to smell.
You can only use that power 3 times a day, though.
I'm leaving, guys. I'll be back.
You're not gonna
Or are
be
you not going to
consistent.
be his assistant?
He doesn't need an assistant. He's fully competent.
Carry
You
on.
said you'd be right back.
You're gonna come back and they're all blind.
Well, that won't be my problem, will it?
I guess we'll go in turn. Order. Takashi, you're first.
Rip. GG.
So we're at my house.
So you arrive at Hira's house, and you open up the door and see that Buki's in there.
What
Oh
the?
my god.
And looks up
Hey,
and goes,
Buki,
hello,
did you make
Hira.
dinner?
No.
My turn again.
Like always, yeah.
Thanks, Book.
Mm-hmm. What are all these people doing here?
We're gonna perform some surgery.
Would you like to make the surgery a little bit more difficult to test your skills?
I thought, yeah.
Well, how so?
I've got a little
If
bit
you're
of
gonna
small
do that-
training weights that you can do. Make sure to keep a steady hand.
You know, I don't think this is something I should be training on. I appreciate the effort, Buki, but maybe next time.
You're a loss.
Also,
I was going to cast against you. See if you did that.
You know what? I'm gonna hand Buki some money. How about you go enjoy some drinks on me?
Oh, how generous.
All right.
Bookie,
How much you giving him?
go. Don't leave. Money.
I'll
get
give
this.
him. You know what? I'm gonna give him a solid 1,000 Rio. Get
Ah,
yourself a meal at the same time.
of course.
If that's equivalent to yen, that's what?
It's not equivalent to yen. It's more valuable than yen.
All right, Takashi, lay down.
Man, I've got Silas's face
Actually,
frozen in a creepy position.
I
I'm
lay
gonna
you
read it.
all down. Oh, what the hell?
What?
Okay.
How do you weigh us down?
You all lay down on the tables.
I'm
All
just
at
making
once.
table.
All right. Surgery with both hands.
Jeez,
Oh, I thought I had to knock Takashi out.
No.
have mercy on me.
No.
So let's just do it one at a time.
Do you want to keep it secret?
Is there any way to improve the rule on my end?
No.
Oh, how
Actually-
do I keep it secret?
/GM roll. So
Space?
Takashi, you are
Not
lying
space.
down on the table. Hira, no space. You're lying down on the table, and Hira is prepping for surgery.
I mean, I'd be cool with an eye patch though.
Would you be
Dude,
cool
you
with
can make
two
a
eye
wood
patches?
eye.
Two eye patches.
You'd be half of it'd be half of Shiro
Jeez.
with the blindfold.
Rip.
All right,
Well, all I
so
had to do is lose an eye.
Takashi, you're knocked unconscious from the drugs that he does give you, and you wake up
With a
a little while later. But you see, while you're unconscious, Hira does the next surgery. Silas.
Oh, gee, we're gonna do it like this. Close one.
That was a close one.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right, Silas, and you're
Those
man
are only two.
unconscious. Jim, were you getting one?
Yeah, I'm getting one on my
Pirate Silas.
my left eye.
All
Left
right.
eye is -10, right?
What?
Kidding.
I'll get it on my right eye.
I'm rolling for Kozakai.
Roll for Kozakai.
It'd take a
Cool.
while.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Since Takshi's gone, Silas, you got a higher fortitude. You wake up sooner. Actually, you know, let's wait for Takashi. Lane, you go to the store.
Yay! I'd like to buy a battle vest.
Looking for a battle vest. All right, that's gonna cost you. Well, for you, 1,200 Rio.
Sounds
What?
good.
For you, because you're special.
Because she's a girl. I had to pay 2,000.
Rest in peace. We did.
We have to roll
Uh,
fortitude
where
saves
we
to see who
cut
woke
to
up
Lane.
first. We have to roll fortitude saves to see who woke up first.
Anything else I can help you with today?
Not right now, thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Ta-da.
Roll a fortitude save. See who wakes up first.
Oh,
Probably
no.
Silas.
Ooh, that's a pretty high one. It's pretty high.
My fortitude is about the same as yours, dude.
GG. Yep, I called it.
Get
I
fucked,
called it
bitch.
once again.
Okay.
Kozakai doesn't wake up.
So, Silas,
Oh,
you
really?
wake up and you see your vision looks a little bit different. But you can tell that the surgery was a success.
I want you to know, Silas, I rolled a 5.
Ooh.
It's the
Nice.
lowest roll. I'll tell you that. So the rest of you are fine.
Oh, my God.
And you also notice that looking around, you're able to see chakra.
That's first.
You kind of see it
Interesting.
emanating from the people that you're looking at. And a moment later, you see that disappears. And this is just you getting used to it and the eye settling in. And now you can use that power to see chakra as well as get the bonus to spot checks 3 times a day.
I'll send that to you.
What one did Jim get?
Heat vision.
Heat vision.
Heat vision. Okay. Takashi. Oh, you also feel kind of sluggish from the surgery.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they'll be fine. Shout out to Chewbacca. Takashi,
What the?
you wake up next, and you see that your vision is definitely different as well. But your eyes adjust, and you realize that the surgery was a success as well.
You had the highest roll.
GG.
I swear to God, if you fuck me up, I'm gonna-
Jim, you wake up and you see that you don't have eyes. No.
Double patch.
You wake up and you see a kind of as you kind of look around, you see that people around you have a unique little red and orange glow to them, and then for a moment that fades, and then you realize the surgery was a success for you as well.
Question?
Ah,
There was only one heat vision eye, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I still have my other eye.
And so all of you had a successful surgery thanks to your master medic, Hira.
So
Thanks, here.
my treat injury is plus 24, so I would have had to roll a +1 to fail.
Jeez.
Lane, anything else you do during the day?
I just go back to check on them.
All right, and see if they're all unconscious by the time you get back there.
So wait, what color are my eyes now? I need to change that.
That one's purple. Actually, you said
You get the true sight.
Black.
black.
So one of them has a white cellar and a black iris.
On the truth one,
Your eyes look weird.
it has black. It's a black iris.
Yeah, so it's basically where there would be color in that eye that you got replaced. It's now just entirely
white.
black.
And white.
The sclera is the outer part.
Oh, my inner part was gold before, so I got black with gold in the middle.
Oh, there's no gold in the middle. Now it's just black.
No, it's just black
On the
and white.
other eye, it's still gold.
So one's black and one's gold.
Yep.
Gotcha. Black and yellow.
What boy kill now? Hello?
Black and yellow, black.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Can I actually go buy an eye patch?
I'm also going to say that you all see 3 jars when you wake up of your eyes floating in it.
I'm gonna use that.
You're right.
can I
You don't
grab-
see those. Hira, you made those and you hid them.
Aw. Just because I said I was gonna.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Kira, where are our eyes at?
And I'm gonna look at him with truth-seekingness.
And at this point, Buki bursts into the room drunk.
Oh.
All right, all of you here. Your eyes look freaky. Get out.
All right, bye. That's fine.
All right,
First,
I go home. I
I
go home.
gotta get my eyes back. Or my eye back.
Your eye. No, I told Hira to keep those. I'm going to have him perform surgery experiments.
Not on my eye.
Yes, on your eye.
No.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, let's go home so we can move on. Jesus Christ.
The guy waddles up to you, Jim. He goes, yes, your eye too.
Close your guy.
Well, you see, my eyes are kind of special. I can't let anyone have them.
Oh, so you just replaced them because your eyes were so special.
Well, I only placed one eye, but yeah.
Well, Hira, where'd you put the jars with the eyes?
I don't know, Buki. I don't remember.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can show me where they are.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go home at this point. I don't want to be here for this.
I put him up in the upstairs closet.
All right, let me go up. Blah blah. Y'all go up there. All right, now which one of these 3 is Jim's eye here?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
The one near the bottom.
Fantastic. He
I don't
grabs the
know.
jar. He goes, all right. So Jim, you want your eye back?
No.
He's gonna
I don't
drink
want my eye
it.
back. I want to destroy my eye.
Oh, fantastic! And he pops open the jar.
Well, that's fucked up.
You don't see that every day.
Guess you didn't see that coming.
Spit it back out.
No.
I mean, I bit someone's headband off their head once. I'm not very impressed.
He's right.
Okay. When I come back, that eye better not be here.
It won't be. You can
Oh,
always
it will.
check my dung for it tomorrow.
I was gonna say
Uh-huh.
that. I'm gonna go home now. That's why
I know he's gonna spit that back up. and
I'll
he's
see you
gonna
guys
spit it.
tomorrow. I need to put him to bed.
All right. let's fucking
Okay,
go.
so tomorrow morning, actually, Kozakai, do a listen check.
Now, y'all go back home. Hera, Buki walks up to you and he goes, all right. Hera, you're going with me right now.
Buki, you know those weren't the real eyes, right? Those were marbles.
No.
I'm going to say they were the real eyes.
Ah,
I'm taking metagame knowledge here. He goes, all right. Go with me to the bathroom real quick.
We would have been messed up.
I'm
yeah,
not holding your hair.
You're not gonna hold my hair. Alright, now I'm gonna use a jutsu here. Allow me to spit something up. And I need you to hold your hands out over the toilet, preferably, just in case it slips in. To be ready to
Okay,
catch
I
it.
fucking knew it.
All right.
Alright. See, starts making a couple of hand
Roll
sides,
reflexing.
and then real quickly, he stabs his hand into his throat and throws up into your hands.
Oh,
Reflex save.
Bookie!
Reflex save. Reflex save.
There it is, and he pulls out the eye. He goes, let's just clean this off and get that back in the jar. I'm
You broke
curious.
the jar.
We're gonna need a new jar. I'm curious to see what that gym fellow's hiding with his secrets.
Me too.
Regekko will be interested in this.
Don't give it to Regekko. We'll
Oh,
keep
I'm
between
giving it
us.
to Regekko.
Bookie?
You are my
Okay.
student, and you will listen to what I say.
You are
Now,
in
good
my
job
house.
on the surgery. I'm going to Regekko.
I fucking can't.
Oh,
It's
here.
like I'm living with a drunk Captain Jack Sparrow. Like,
I went home with sleep.
I'm going to Regekko. And he waddles
all
out.
right, Bookie. Go to Regekko.
I'd like
I'm
to.
not letting you destroy that echoes, okay? I'm not letting you. Not easily.
I'd like to say that I wake up first and get to the gate in my car, waiting for everybody else.
What time do you wake up?
What time is it now?
Hey, it's the nighttime. It's midnight. What time are you setting your alarm?
I will wake up at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Okay, I wake up at 7 o'clock.
Okay, you don't get as much sleep, so you don't feel as rested.
I didn't have
Oh.
surgery. We're probably on par.
GG.
You all arrive at the gate.
Rip.
Okay,
Oh,
stand
let's see what
outside.
I
You can't get in my car anyway.
You
I'll
all
see what
climb
I
into the
can
car. I'm not dealing with this.
I'm driving with one eye.
What? Okay. We're cutting back, I guess. What do you want to do, Kozuke?
No, it's gonna take a minute because I knew he was gonna fucking spit that eye back up. I just want
No.
Okay.
Side
Okay.
mission.
Okay. Okay.
steal the eye back. I'm gonna steal that eye.
Okay.
Just at some point, just do a fucking time backwards.
I
don't
just
wanna
said we're going
continue.
back. I just said we're going back.
Not right now. I don't want to do it right now because it's taking up time.
We're doing it right now. No. We're doing it right now. Fuck you.
Yeah, come on.
Or whatever, fam.
Roll your fucking check.
So you see Buki walking out of the place.
Okay, well, it's nighttime, right?
It's evening.
You said it was midnight.
Yeah.
No, I said we're going back. I'm not going back to fucking midnight. Buki's not going to Regekko's house at midnight.
You got a point.
That's true. Was it dark out at least?
The sun is still up.
Shit.
It's setting, but it's still up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a move silently / hide checks or hide check to fucking follow him and get close enough to sleight of hand search him for the eye, like his back pocket or whatever. Or
All right.
if you
So
want me to
move
do a
silent.
spot check.
Roll your move silently check first off.
Okay. Move silent. That's not where it's at.
So you're still following him. You're gonna try and do a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
All right. Roll that sleight of hand check.
Okay. Cool. Do I take that back?
And what was it? What'd you say?
Did I get the eye?
So you reach into his pocket and you feel his hand grab your wrist.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
God
The
damn.
guy looks at you and he goes, "And what is it that you're doing here?"
What do you think I'm doing? Getting my eye back.
Uh-huh. And you saw me swallow it.
Huh. Yeah, I know I saw you swallow it. But I know you don't have it. I know you have it. So give it back to me.
No.
Give it back to me.
No.
My eyes are too dangerous to be in anyone's possession.
Well, it's fantastic. I'm used to danger. I'm gonna let you in on a secret here, Jim. I'm a little drunk. And if you piss me off anymore, I'm going to attack you and cause a commotion. And I'd like to avoid that right now, if I do say so myself.
Would you like to know the ability of my eye?
I would like to discover that for myself.
Well, I want to spoil it for you. My eye allows me to copy ninjutsus.
Well, that sounds very useful indeed.
And as you can see, and probably imagine how dangerous that is.
Incredibly dangerous. That's why I'm taking it to the man who doesn't require a bloodline to be able to read others' jutsus and replicate them.
Well, at least tell me who you're giving it to.
I'm bringing it to Regeko.
I'm fine with that.
Good.
Make sure Gecko doesn't know who the eye's from.
No, I'm telling him.
Have him not tell anybody.
Now, you see, all of us who are higher ups in this village are friends with the higher ups. We know everything going on with Owari's team. And I'm not just going to hide that information from the higher ups, who I've just said.
So I'm going to storm off angrily.
And he's going to continue waddling towards Regeko's.
Fucking bullshit. 33 didn't get me the eye back.
You see, he rolled a 28. I'll let you know. He rolled less than yours. But because of the move silently, you did not do well on that. And he heard you very much and suspected you were coming. And so he kept his watch to him. So I gave him a plus 10 bonus for it.
Bullshit.
And so, you all wake up the next day and go to the gates.
Okay, I get the car.
I was gonna say, can I get an eye patch?
Oh,
Or can
yeah.
I be Danzo?
Yeah, sure. You get an eye patch.
If not, I just wanted to be Danzo. Just like wrap my whole face.
Wrap your eye. Put one arm in your fucking kimono. Walk around like you're injured.
All right. You got an eye patch on. You can have it be like a full, like, little sash, like a blindfold that's tilted. You can have it be an actual blind pat or eye patch.
It can be your headband.
It can be your headband.
Oh, actually, you know what? I still got the Ambu mask. I'm gonna just do like a freaking Kakashi does.
What does that have to do with the Anbu mask?
It was the same one as Kakashi's. It was the half face.
No, Kakashi's Anbu mask was the full face mask.
Well, I'm talking about his little, like.
Yeah, that's just his regular cloth face thing. There's nothing Anbu related.
Well, more than that, and I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Because I can't be as cool as Kakashi though.
All right. Well, your name does sound like Kakashi.
It does.
Now that you say that, it can.
Shit, well, yeah, don't you remember? I made a fucking rap lyric about it.
I forgot about that.
Disgraceful. So you arrive, y'all hop into Silas's car and you get going.
Honestly, that I think is the biggest travesty about me missing this many days is I didn't get to hear Connor rap.
Rip.
10 out of 10 rap if I do say so myself.
So miss out. It's torture.
I bet it was. Listening to Killer Bee just in the anime is torture. So
you mean it's a luxury, a gift.
adding Connor on top of that probably makes it that much worse.
That much better. That much more of a gift. So, y'all hop in the car and you start driving. And because of the car and the fact that you're not walking, it's actually a much shorter trip.
No.
We're driving slow.
Yeah.
Still a much shorter trip.
2 days?
1 day.
No.
Oh, nice.
What are you mad about?
You wanna let them Yamaguchi
wanted to
boys?
experience the road.
No. And you all end up going into the land of wind, and you arrive outside of Taisuke Mono.
So 32 hours after the surgery.
There,
Roughly.
yeah, sure.
So to throw that in there.
So as you all approach Taisuke Mono, following the same path you did last time, you see that the sands around the castle seem to be a little bit more active. You see that the actual path you're on to get to the front gate is still solid and holding its own, but the sea of desert that's going off to the side, you can see is quite rapidly moving.
Can I do a sense chakra check?
Sure.
No, I'm gonna do a sense chakra check.
All right. You sense that there's chakra coming from the sand.
Uh-oh. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. But I'm gonna tell everyone there's chakra coming from the sand.
Now, if you roll spot check.
Sweet. Too bad nobody got that one eye.
I know, right? For a second, I thought I didn't have a spot check. I was like, wait, what?
Hero fails.
Oh,
Lee
No!
fails. Kozukai fails.
A lot of failures here.
Takashi succeeds.
Ugh.
Silas fails. Take away that action point.
Yep.
So you're all driving up. What?
You didn't ever adjust my action points.
That's okay. Sorry.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
Don't
I'll do that
it.
later. So as you're driving up, Takashi, you kind of poke your head out, kind of observe, and you see something. You see on top of Taisuke Mono, on the outer wall, you see two silhouettes standing there.
Oh gosh.
And then a moment later, you see they disappear.
Why do I have a feeling we're gonna be fighting a bunch of freaking puppets?
And
I
you are
related.
now
Oh,
in Taisuke Mono. Now I didn't remove the old tokens here just because I wanted to give that nostalgic effect.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Look at that. Look at that. Back when you had only 39 health, Silas. Alright, now let's get rid of
Damn.
these.
where the hell are we?
Down on the bottom.
Oh, you didn't see anything yet.
Ah,
Your character wasn't there. Right now I removed everyone because you guys weren't. That was
Aw,
your characters.
28 health and 50.
30
I was
health.
so cute.
Why is Awari there? Why do I keep dragging Awari onto these fucking maps?
All right,
This is-
Connor,
this is
I need
great.
you to save my stuff here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, mine too. Let me pull mine up here.
Are our characters there yet? Because I can't see.
Yep.
Why can't I see?
Are you in the bottom center?
Yes, bottom center.
Character's there. Has a sight.
Did you put it in my control?
Yep. Controlled by Kozuka.
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Okay, you can save my character if you want.
Son of a bitch.
You can
As I
save mine,
refresh the
too.
page, What's up?
Question is, do we remember where these rooms go?
Yeah. I do. I should have pulled that video.
Oh, did I pull up the video?
Yeah, I was,
That part's not up yet.
Oh, rip. We ain't even there yet.
No,
No.
that was campaign 3.
GG.
We're not even to 2 with the current release.
Yeah, we haven't even fought a Orochimaru
Yeah, Kono's still alive.
yet.
So Sugeki.
Oh, snap.
Speaking of which, no one, Ken didn't come with us or anything like that?
Nope.
This is-
No, because
Wow.
it's our mission. Ken's already a Jonin.
Oh, so we've got 5 people here.
Oh, I meant to do something a little bit extra. Jim, what is the range on your sense chakra?
Silas, I do damage now.
I'm level 11 now, so 11 times 5. What?
55.
Okay, you don't sense that. Okay.
Okay. Hira, you and I can go right, and you 3 can go left. All I need is someone to
So-
heal me.
Before we get to that,
It's
so
always me and Silas.
you arrive inside the castle. You recognize Lane and Silas that this pathway ahead of you used to be blocked by rubble, but is now open and has a door in pristine condition.
Oh.
You also hear the sound of footsteps in the distance.
That is just begging me to open it. Too bad it's not my turn.
So, first up is Takashi. Sounds
I
like
said I hear
Kakashi.
footsteps.
Yep.
Are they within range?
You sense them, like, you kind of vaguely hear them and feel the vibrations. But you see that you can kind of tell that they're not in this hallway that you're in. It's through a door or two.
I'm gonna tell everybody about the silhouettes that I saw. And so we're splitting up again.
I'm going straight up the middle here.
I'll go straight up the middle too.
So I don't know what they meant by prerequisites exactly, but I guess I don't know if they're judging individual ability or teamwork. But either way, we're just splitting up 3 ways, I guess. But what's the plan here?
I think we all go up the middle. This door wasn't here before. Or this door was here before, but it was blocked.
It was just a bunch of rubble the last time we were here.
All right.
Someone has unblocked this door and has used it.
All right, we're going in then. Well, I can't actually see the door because everybody's halted in the way.
Oh. Yeah, you can see the little red bit right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go in then. So it's 5, 10.
Oh, somebody here talking. She's, don't come in!
All
Don't
right.
come in!
Let me reveal.
Reveal the doorway.
These cars just go straight to that courtyard.
What technique is that here?
30 feet.
Do you have the balls to take that?
You
extra
fucking
30 feet?
have that?
Yeah, I do.
What does he have?
Don't worry about it. I don't
Oh shit! I thought that was a higher rank than that.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, he's just asking for some clarification. Okay.
Spoil it.
Is it what I
No.
think it is here?
I don't know.
What we talked about? Or what we think
Uh, Message me, maybe. I don't know.
I'll tell you later. But
Okay.
I'm gonna use auto hypnotism plus 2 attack, defense, skill checks. But
Yeah, under the situation that I said, that's when it's that's what would happen.
Okay.
All right. So is that all you're doing, Takashi? You can still do
Yeah.
more movement.
well, I use attack. I use auto hypnotism. It's my attack.
Oh, okay. Silas.
I'm gonna take my shield out, and I'm gonna put it in front of me. I'm gonna walk all the way up to those next doors and open them.
All right. So you walk up to the next doors and open them. Got a big section I've got to reveal here. Audience, you see a little bit of metagame stuff.
Audience, spoil it for us.
Oh Lord!
Tell me right now.
So you open up the gate and you see that there's a man who's walking while reading a book towards your position. He just kind of looks up as he sees the gate open. So he kind of looks at you through it, and he just kind of looks down in his book and keeps reading.
Does he keep walking?
And I had about 5 more steps to go there, or 3 more steps to go. I think.
Yeah, 3 more squares.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Cut his head off.
What's going on here?
The man just kind of keeps slowly walking and reading his book.
This is a genjutsu. Roll a will save. No. Okay.
You can do it.
I could roll a will save, or is my turn over?
Your turn's over at this point. Unless you
All right.
like talking is the only thing you're allowed to do, or free action.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's going on around here?
No response. The guy just keeps looking at his book.
That's it.
Hira.
I'm just gonna walk forward.
All right, walk through the hallway as well.
Yep, he's gonna walk through the wall into the hallway.
Was that 60?
Close enough.
You have one more square you can move. All right. Anything else? Anything else you're doing?
No.
Lane.
I'm gonna activate my Sharingan.
All right.
But you realize you can't. I'm just kidding.
Hero went to your house and did eye surgery while you were sleeping.
That would be pretty fucked up to steal the Sharingan. Replace it with Kozukai's eye.
It's like crazy. Yeah, the throw up eye.
Rip.
Not my problem.
So now that you've approached to where that guy is in range, you see that there's chakra coming from him, but nothing more than like a standard civilian level.
Right.
Jim.
Okay. Jim's gonna just walk up.
No one taking the side paths. All right.
I mean, let's stick as a group right now because I don't know. Can I do a Genjutsu check or not?
Yeah. Let's do a will save.
It's not will. It's charisma.
No.
Will Smith.
Charisma is determined the modifier if you're using it. Will is still if it's being used on you.
Why would Jim do a will save?
You, as far as you can tell, you're not under a Genjutsu.
I'm suspicious as fuck.
Oh yeah, you're Kozukai, so it's like you've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's familiar with the place.
I have been here before. Not like I have.
In spirit you have.
You're not wrong.
This fortress is supposed to be full of dead people.
Yeah, the last time we were here, there weren't any people. These were just corpses and mostly destroyed buildings. Nobody
Oh,
was
that's worth
alive.
clarifying. You see, all of these buildings right now are in perfect condition.
What the heck?
How long has it been since we've been here?
It
No,
has
that was before
been
the time
over a
period,
year.
so-
Hunter, no.
No?
I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna whisper to you, but
Alright,
if it's
talk
what I
shit.
think it is, no.
Alright, Takashi,
No.
it's your turn.
Alright. 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so let me go ahead and tell everyone. I guess if this was in the past, I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I guess supposedly the ninja in here have the ability to turn into sand. So I'll just throw that out there. So I'm gonna move 30 more feet
How do you know that?
from the past, Shiro's memories.
Well, how do you know these people do?
This is the same fortress.
Okay, but how do you know these people can turn into sand?
He told me, Connor, or some guy, like some nerd that was in there.
You found the notes about the ninja saying that they have the ability to turn into sand. The Silas, I think, is bringing up the fact that these might not be the
These-
same people.
Yeah, these could be some random people that just took over this fortress.
It's in perfect condition, though. This place was a dump.
How do you know that? You're not talking out loud, are you?
Yeah.
How do you know that, Takashi?
I'm well informed.
Your character is aware that he has Shiro's memories.
Oh,
Just
what?
Just not Jim.
Yeah, remember when that happened? Who was it that did? Was it Ken or was it still Yin at that point? Or Yang? Not Yin.
Ken?
Ken was like, all right, I'm going to, you can transfer what memories you like to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
He publicly
We'll just
stated
roll for
that,
that
so
then.
you'd be aware.
All right.
You could
Yeah,
assume.
sure. But I figured just in case, if it's them or not, make him dead. And this is sand that we're standing on, right? Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Sand and that stone. Hard stone.
Yeah, that is pretty much the men.
All right, ends my turn.
All right, Silas.
Okay. Well. Oh wait, before I do that, hey Lane, which way was that room that had all the nice items in it?
They were in the side room.
To the right. To the right. I
You
think, right?
remember that there were rooms on the left and right side that all held different armor and weapons.
Okay. Just gonna walk
You son
right
of a bitch.
here. And then I'm gonna take my extra there.
All right. Silas, as you walk by, you remember something. If something flashes in your mind about this house right here and how you saw two lovers in it with a note from them last time you were here.
You'll never find. I took the note.
Mhm.
It's in my pocket.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
What?
It's in my bag. I keep that kind of stuff.
What?
Keeps
Fucking
everything.
hoarding.
I don't know what it said. It has the note. It's in my luggage.
Reread it. You remember
Oh, here, let me read it. You'll
What
never
does it say?
find
It was basically a love letter.
someone to hold you.
All right. Hira.
I'm gonna.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
That's probably a lot creepier than you thought this mission was going to be, huh?
No, because I know what's gonna happen.
How dare you?
Oh, what? They haven't calculated here. Oh gosh, no.
All right.
All right. Lane,
No.
what if Jim was right with his
Oh
suspicion?
gosh.
No, Jim is right with this.
Oh yeah, yeah. No way.
Did we go back in time?
Did I walk through that person? Because if I didn't, I just ran into him.
So,
Purposely testing to see if they're like. his
so
spirits or
as you're
something.
walking forward, you completely knock into the guy, and the guy falls over and drops his book. He just kind of looks around like, what the hell was that? Oh, that was weird. He picks up his book and just kind of picks himself back up.
So
Oh,
when
no.
the doors opened earlier, they didn't look at me. They looked at the doors.
They don't know we're here.
I don't know that. I didn't hear you. I'm on the other side of the map.
Yeah, but metagame.
Did you say it out loud?
Yeah, I said it out loud, so Jim and Takashi heard.
All right. That's peculiar.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna.
mean,
Sorry, there was something else I
curious.
meant to do. As Hira walked by. Sorry, taking a quick step back. Here, as you're walking by, you just kind of hear the murmur of the townsfolk. Cause like, all right, God, this place is so safe. I'm so excited for the party we're having later.
Oh god.
Oh no.
We went back in time.
That's what
Yeah, but
Kozakai
how-
whispered me. It's like we're going back in time, aren't we?
I think so.
Whether or not it's true, who knows?
Hi,
Okay,
Lane!
I'm gonna deactivate my Sharingan
Okay.
and just kind of look.
All right, Jim, you're up.
Okay. Can I? All right. I'm gonna walk with Takashi. That's not walking with Takashi. I'm gonna walk with Takashi. I'm gonna say, so you have Shiro's memories, right?
Yeah.
You remember the fucking experimentation room that was here?
Yeah, over to the left.
Yeah. Do you want to go check that out with me?
Yeah, there's one thing I need to confirm now.
The room with the God Killer was to the right.
I'd like to confirm that. There's one other thing though. There's this weird well that was over here somewhere.
Well, come to
What was
think
weird about the well?
There's like acidic water or something in there.
Oh, that okay.
Obviously, it's nothing big now. He just said what's weird about the well. He couldn't even remember.
All right. Well, I'm ready in action to follow Takashi.
Okay.
Takashi?
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Takashi, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna try and read this guy's mind.
It doesn't work.
Okay. So since nothing, they can't see that we're here. I want to go back to the entrance, but we're already too far in here. Can I? How far?
Huh?
I'm gonna send. Can I send a clone to the entrance since it's not a mile?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna create a wood clone and send him to the entrance with the instruction to go outside and check to see if there's a genjutsu.
And that's when
Okay.
we learned that it
And then
wasn't the
come
God
back
Killer
here.
that killed this village. It was us.
GG.
Bum, bum, bum.
I quit.
GG.
Well,
And,
here I am. I'm just gonna walk out of the room.
And so you still have your move action on the real you.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 25. And in my turn.
Silas.
We'll save.
Nope. As far as you can tell, you're not under Genjutsu.
Son of a bitch. Guess we're not in a Genjutsu.
I mean,
it could be a really high DC Genjutsu. Maybe.
We're not in a Genjutsu.
GG.
Hey, I can make it. And I open the door.
All right.
And there's a Wari.
Bum, bum, bum.
I've been waiting
Now,
for you.
to the north, I believe, are some cells. And to the south, I think, is where the armory is, if I'm not mistaken. But I really can't remember.
Your memory serves enough to think that you're right for the most part. What was it that you said about the south one?
I think the south is where Lane came from. That's where the weapons and stuff were, but I can't remember.
You remember
Yeah,
that sounds accurate.
All the weapons and stuff are in side rooms along the corridor. Like there's multiple rooms. It's not just one room.
Oh, thank you for that metagame knowledge.
Pretty much the only thing I actually remember about this place. That and the God Killer was to the right when we were around.
All right,
I
Hera.
guess I'll find out in a minute.
That we will.
I'm just gonna move 30. The rest, you know what I'm doing. There we go. I think that was 30. Might have been too far.
Oh, that was fun.
All
That's
right.
fine. So I'm going to say you're also kind of hearing mixing of things, just all of you at this point as they're in the town. Why did you whisper me that?
why?
From Kozukai. I don't like the Naruto movies.
What? because one of the movies has this bullshit.
Does it? I haven't seen all the movies in Shippuden.
Thanks to the spoiler alert, bitch.
It's possible I'm doing
Watch.
something like that, but I don't know that movie.
God damn it, cunt.
So the things you hear from other people is like, all right, prepare the food for the feast. The ninja have been called back to town for the celebration.
Oh shit.
I didn't have to take enough notes here. I was trying to go off of effing memory. What do you have to say about it?
So here's he's prepping some stuff. Lane.
Someone read Silas. Are
Huh?
you okay with me doing something question?
Like what?
Throwing a shuriken at one of these people to see if it anything.
Oh, don't do that.
Do it.
Why? What's going on?
Do it.
What's going on with these people? Is there
I
something wrong?
ran into one earlier and he didn't acknowledge I existed. Like, these people don't realize we are here.
Like we're ghosts or phantoms walking among them.
Essentially, yes. So I want to test to see if I can, well, kill them.
They're all
Kill
gonna
the
die.
lovers. Make
They're
it
all gonna-
ironic.
They're all gonna die
Rip.
anyway.
All right. I'm going to throw a single shuriken at that guy.
All right, roll the hit check. Pretty much just making sure you don't roll a 1.
Yeah. I just got to double check some stuff.
I've been playing League too much. I keep pushing Y and trying to move my screen over.
Wow, and I rolled a 1.
Oh,
So, you throw it past them, and it slams into the building behind them.
Right?
So I was trying to ping it, but I was on the wrong tool. And you see that guy kind of turns around. He goes, "What the hell? How did that wood ship?" Kind of walks up to it. That was weird. I could have sworn I heard something.
Like he doesn't even see the shuriken.
All he's referring to is the like damaged wood that just happened and the sound effect.
Yeah, the shirt is that.
So I'm going to radio back to Silent. Well, I actually missed, apparently,
No, you?
right? But he doesn't seem to be aware that the shuriken is either. Like, it hit the wood of the building behind him, and
Mhm.
while he saw the wood chip, he doesn't seem to acknowledge that there's a shuriken in it.
Huh. Be advised, I'm heading towards the God Killer.
I'll head that way too.
Can I radio? Since I have a radio.
Yeah.
We're on our own frequency.
No, you're not.
rip.
Fuck you. I'm listening to everything. I'm gonna,
So we even
radio.
teams.
I'm gonna radio.
All right.
Silas, are you sure that's a good idea?
And we're gonna find out.
Aren't you sure it's the God Killer as well? No one gonna ask that.
Hey, I remember specifically in the past, the God Killers came here.
And
Wiped
Came
those
here,
people out.
came here for Shiro.
yeah, Andy was here for Shiro specifically. Like,
Oh, that's it.
Oh, so I wouldn't know that?
No.
Shiro said something about it, though. I thought.
Shiro, yeah, Shiro did bring it up.
Okay.
All right, so that's Jim. You're up.
I'm already in action. Follow Dr. Sheen.
All right, Takashi, you're up.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Where's it that you're trying to move?
Well, I was going to do 2 things. I'm trying to go back up here to where you remember the experimentation room was.
Mhm.
The other thing was I wanted to cast a genjutsu around this spot right here, so I can hit these people right in this radius, 50-foot radius.
Okay.
The endless journey.
Okay, what's that one do?
The one, remember where we were in that where we kept place, never leaving that one
Oh yeah, you're just like pretty much just walking in circles.
stuck in there. So it's 10 or 1 minute per level, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Here is stuck on my screen a very weird spot. It's just like,
I don't see you either.
it's kind of funny looking. You just
Okay.
like with a smirk.
And I just wanted to affect these 2 people are touching this. So I want to have them drain my chakra.
So they're just gonna pretty much be repeating what they're doing.
Yeah, so like if they decide they want to go some specifically,
Okay.
they can't leave.
Okay.
If it works.
Which, whether or not it works, you will not know until someone tries to do something. So, is that it for you?
Yep.
All right, Silas.
So there's 25 feet, and I open the door.
And you reveal the next room. And you see in there, the walls are covered in platinum and regular shuriken. You see that there's a man who is kind of looking over things with a like a notepad, and another man who is throwing them at targets. Or these ones here are like dummies.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to this wall, and I'm going to attempt to take one or two to see what happens. See if I can actually take them.
And you go to grab it, and you start like trying to pull on it, and it just doesn't budge.
So we can bump into people and knock them down, but we can't take the items.
Seems to be a reasonable assessment. Yeah. That was loud. Yeah, this is where he got. I mean, you can try here. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
But I'm more asking, like, would it counter a genjutsu?
No.
Well, then that's
That's not how that technique works at all. Well, you can assume that that's a reasonable assessment, Silas. Was there anything else I was supposed to say? Oh, Lane, what you were saying. Yeah, this is where he got his shield. Not this exact room, but yeah.
That's what I thought.
So that's it for you? All right. Next up is Hira. I don't want to give away what you're trying to do, so I'm not going to clarify at all.
But don't you think, like, do you see my reasoning?
If there was somewhere you hit, if there was someone, yes, that would work. If it was purely like a genjutsu, like let's say from the Sharingan.
Trying to do here.
But the average genjutsu, such as, I don't know, speech impediment, they wouldn't do anything to counter that. That's still all under the assumption you're under a genjutsu.
We'll find out. I actually forgot about.
So what are you doing here?
I don't know. I'm gonna move up here.
All right. And that's it for you. Lane.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Jim.
Doing exactly what I did last time.
All right, Takashi.
I'm gonna clone first this time. So
Oh. All right.
try and go outside.
So he steps outside. Okay. And he's going to try to check the genjutsu?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm up here. Let's see.
As far as he can tell, there's no genjutsu.
Not even on the outside. All right. Yeah, it must be insanely high. Didn't you see? All right, I'm gonna come back inside then.
All right.
And then I'm going to. Next.
All right, Silas.
Open this door.
All right, and you open it up and you see
Jail cells.
jail cells
With people in them.
with people in them.
They were all corpses before.
They were.
So that would have been 30 feet right there. No, wait, that would have been 30 feet. Sorry,
All right, Hira.
but I was gonna keep moving.
Okay.
I just didn't know if I heard anything or if any like these prisoners look familiar or anything like that.
Nope.
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 Oh, sorry. What was I? Oh, is that a line of truth? Thank you so much.
All right, Hira.
You know what? I'm gonna write a seal and have it prepared.
Okay, just an advance seal.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I mean, I already have the advanced seal made. I'll silently tell you what one I'm writing.
Okay, so can we just next turn?
Yeah.
All right, Lane.
Thank you for your truth lasers.
No problem. All right, Jim. Same thing?
What do you guys see?
Same exact thing.
They're seeing that.
The truth lasers.
Same exact thing. All right, Takashi.
All right. It's 30. Is that sweet vision at?
All right.
And then like 50 ninjas come out of nowhere.
So you remember the first time you were in here, the top side of this or here was also collapsed as well.
It's not now. It's not. It's
Hey,
not.
you get the fuck back there, Jim.
Rip. All
And
right,
you,
so,
but you remember that this experiment room was to the south door.
all right, so to the south door we go then. So that's 20. Why is this-
15.
Okay, so
Because you
going
stepped
here.
inside the room. You step inside the room, and you see the bookshelves. You see that there are people who are reading books and standing next to them.
All right, cool. Turn there so I can get a better look. Next turn.
All right. Next up, Silas.
I'm gonna check out this door. Oops, wrong button. I know what's in here, but I'm gonna look inside anyway.
And you open the door and you see that there's a man who is writing at his desk.
I have that book too. I think I turned it into somebody though. I can't remember.
And you hear he's talking to himself as he's writing in it. He's writing, "This isn't right. I think I might have to go and get some outside help for this. Maybe the Leaf Village would be willing."
Is that it? That's what he wrote in the book. I remember that.
Anything else you're doing?
If I recall, weren't there some pages missing?
Yes, you do recall.
Good memory. Gosh dang.
I'm gonna walk in, look over his shoulder.
All
see if
right.
I can see something.
You see, right now he's currently writing in a page that you have already had.
Uh-huh. I'll take a turn to find out what happens.
All right. Next up, Hira.
All right. I'm gonna walk in this room.
First
I
off,
guess-
Kozakai, that's not how that works. Second off, fuck off.
I guess I open the door. And walk in the room.
All right.
Is this guy doing anything specific?
He's bathing.
Dope. This is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna take my chakra scalpel, not my new one, just my regular
Understood.
one.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna cut his arm.
Oh, I think you cut off his dick. That's
No, that's just me.
Rip.
Okay.
I'm just cutting his arm.
Okay. So nothing like severe, but just like a small cut.
I want him to bleed.
Okay.
I want it to cause pain, but it's not like excruciating. It's like just if you were to accidentally cut yourself.
Okay. So like pretty much take your gun and just do a real quick scratch at him. You see, he kind of reacts. Ah. Oh, what the heck just happened there? And you see he is bleeding, and he starts trying to like just wash off the wound.
Can he notice me?
He
Does he
he
notice
just
me
kind of looks
now?
around and just nothing.
Oh, that gives me an idea for Takashi.
What's that?
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Lane.
I'm gonna walk north.
What's up?
North
North. All right.
through these doors. There's 35. To the right was the hole. Was a hole in the wall that got. Blow down the. I'm gonna walk north through this door.
All right. You walk north through that door, and you see a number of people are sitting cross-legged and praying, all facing the center of the room.
What's at the center?
Nothing.
Are they saying anything or like?
They're completely quiet.
All right, that's the end of my turn, I guess.
All right. Jim.
Same thing.
It's all right, Takashi.
All right. 20. Am I in range to see all the way up here? Or just
What's up?
you know, I'm all the range into the like the two big vats or containers or whatever.
Right, you can see them.
All right. Can I see what's in them?
You can't see from your current position. You're gonna have to step a little bit closer to get a good look.
Okay. What about the smaller ones? Can I see what's in
So
them?
the smaller ones, you see that there are some what appears to be very small scorpions in there.
The
Right.
green ones spit acid.
Takashi.
Yeah.
Should we?
But that's knowledge he should remember.
Yeah, Takashi. Do you remember that all of these are busted, right?
Yeah.
So they all look completely fine with you looking at them right now.
Yeah. You remember how there's just a bunch of scorpions running around?
I'll be right back.
Do you ever wonder how those scorpions got there?
It's got to be right here. Experimentation.
Yeah, but do you ever wonder how they got out?
Yeah.
'Cause to me, those look completely sealed.
That's a good question. Can I just pull one of these books off the chest?
What I'm proposing is, don't we release the scorpions?
You want to recreate that?
I mean,
But
we want to stay true to time, don't we?
if it's necessary to break them, it
Right,
depends on what's
well-
happening. If the series of events happens,
I mean, everything's okay. There are people back here. It's freaky. There's no other way to explain it other than we went back in time.
I mean, if the guy killer really does come, I may want to release these, buy us some time. I can keep a clone on standby.
I'm gonna just leave that up to you.
So with my other action, I'm gonna make another clone. My other clone.
You're not gonna move yourself more forward.
I thought I was on max move. The move making the clone and then
Oh, you made another clone to have him step forward. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say. All right. Well, do you want your clone to hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, he can't move, right? Because you've already moved once. He has the same actions
Yeah.
as you. So, okay, yeah, never mind. You don't hear that.
Rip.
You have to step forward. Actually, hear something. All right, Silas. So, you see entries that are very familiar to what you saw previously when you read it. Entries about farmers being attacked and people in the village who have been attacked, and him recommending that Taisuke, the leader of the place, fix everything. You remember the entry went up to 187 last time, and he currently only has one up to entry 185 written in right now. And he kind of sighs and he kind of leans back in his chair. He goes, "I don't know if he can wait any longer." And you see he kind of scrolls a few pages back, and you look over into the book and you see entry 89. Because we had a man who came into our village. He started speaking off nonsense. He started talking about the future of what this castle would become. He talked about how one day a savior would come back with with the gifts that Taisuke possessed, and he would change this place up to its most righteous glory, making it the future, or making it the future of this castle shine so bright that the future of the world would want to follow. He kind of flips over ahead page, and see it's him taking a note, another note, entry 110. Is our savior has been named. The man who gave that prophecy all those months ago has come back. He gave us a name to expect, but never a date. I don't know how much longer we can wait for him. That name that he gave us was Masute.
What? Did I hear that right?
No, you're in a different room.
No, like what again? Did I hear that right?
I can't remember which one Masute.
You didn't stutter, did
The
you?
big
You
puppet
did-
guy.
The puppet
Yeah,
master.
I know
Oh,
who
yeah.
it is. You
fucker.
didn't mispronounce, right?
No.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, I'm going to here.
Shit.
There. And then I guess I'm gonna. I can't remember which room Takashi went into.
You can radio me.
Or not Takashi. Shiro
Lane.
went into.
Oh, Shiro.
So I'm just going to walk into this room.
No, rip, no radio.
All right, you open it and you see you are once again outside. And you see that there's the big mansion-like thing that you got to in the center of this deserty area once again.
How many more steps do I have? I think 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start heading towards to the mansion, I guess.
All right. Hira.
All right. I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna start cutting through the wall.
This is thick stone.
I'm gonna use my new scalpel.
Okay, roll your damage check.
I'm gonna take away the chakra first. Roll the damage.
Yep. Roll your damage to show how much you're chopping through it.
Wait a minute, I don't remember this wall having a big hole in it.
Which one? The one up north?
Yeah.
Out of character? Oh, yeah, it did. Remember, that's where the king was.
All right. And so you're cutting partially into the hole. So you're right where you are right now. But you're cutting through it at a decent pace. All right, Lane.
Remember where the door is? Chin.
The door?
Yeah.
For who?
The mansion? I see you pinging, but
Yeah, I believe it's to the east of here.
already.
Or wait, to
West.
the west of here.
That's it for you, Lane?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jim.
Shinsekai.
Okay. So instead of following Shiro like a white sheep, almost refreshed the page by accident, I'm going to go up this way, open this door.
And you open it to reveal a very large library.
Oh, son of a bitch. How many steps is that?
I'll be right back. My wife is screaming.
Hiya.
20, 25, 30, 35. Ah, shit. I'll move one step over 60. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Last end of my turn.
Still don't even see you move.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Yeah, it seemed fine to me.
Alright.
All right, Takashi.
All right. Have this guy. 10, 20, 20, 30. All right, so he can see it now, right? In here.
Yep. Are you going to be moving yourself forward at all, or just him?
15, 20, 5. Right here.
All right. So you hear those two men who are up here. They're talking. Oops. Let me get just the right spot here. Where the fuck is that room? Okay, so you hear the guy on the left start speaking. Right, he goes, "All right. The experience has been going well. Specimen A has a strong toxin. This is noticeable by his the green hue of its shell. The children that share the same color also hold that same toxin. How is Specimen B? Us," and the other man starts speaking. "Specimen B, as indicated by the red shell, has sharper fangs and more thrusting strength than its counterpart. Apparently, the more these things age as well, the bigger and stronger that they've become. Now, I wonder where the cap is for that."
We know the cap. We could tell you.
All right. I'm 10, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. On standby for my command. Break. Break these two vats open.
You know what I should do?
What?
Give me a second here. I'm going to do something to set the immersive effect a little bit better.
No.
Get thrown into the future or the present.
Yeah. Can we go back to the present now?
Yeah, but what happens when we go back to the present and all of a sudden all those scorpions are mauling our bodies because the scorpions are still here, but we're wandering around and we can't tell they're scorpions.
Oh shit. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to do a space time. I'm gonna have to fucking travel real quick.
The
Space travel.
fuck did I do? Oh, I moved into the wrong
Through
layer.
space, and I'll go through time. But to travel through time is to travel through space.
Drop to space. What I miss?
I'm just making the whole thing more immersive for Takashi right now. So you see the scorpions as indicated, of course. You see they're all inside the test tubes.
Oh, you put them there? Cool.
Yeah.
Brings back memories.
No, yeah, it does. It brings back horrible memories of them trying to eat us.
And you see the much larger ones in the tubes over here.
Now's your chance to kill him.
GG.
All right. Anything else you're doing, Takashi?
Nope, not here. 1, 2, 5, 6. And in my turn.
All right. Silas.
I'm still trying to figure out how I couldn't grab a weapon, but we can cut people.
Find out.
Something seems very genjutsu about this place.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I'm sure you'll find out soon. Hira,
I'm gonna keep cutting.
make another attack. All right. I'm just gonna skip you ahead. You burst through the wall.
That whole thing was the wall?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought that was another pathway. Hi,
No.
Lane.
Hello.
Will you make marks where... Okay.
It's the wrong color. That's terrible. I can't look at that.
Rip.
Shit, is that the right color? Yeah, I think that's the right color. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so that's your turn, Hira. Lane.
I bridged the
Alright.
gap for you.
I'm gonna walk up here.
All right, you can open it.
And wait. No, I'm gonna wait for Silas.
All right,
But
Jim.
because it takes both of my move actions to get there, I can't ready an action.
You see Jim?
Jim.
Okay. Jim was gonna walk in his room.
All right.
Walking. Shit.
Jim walks into the room. You just see a bunch of books and a bunch more books.
Oh, I see him.
That was loud.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of Jim's turn. Tagashi.
You look so unimpressed.
I just hate loud cars with such a fucking passion.
So I forgot.
I just hate loud noises for the most part, actually.
What about high pitched noises?
It depends
Dude,
on
he
how
lived
loud it
with
is.
me. He hated me the whole damn time.
But I didn't hate you just because of high pitched noises.
All right,
Sometimes it was because of the high pitched noises.
then it's my turn.
Like that goddamn god awful sneezing. I'm pretty sure you sneezed in the episode I uploaded today too, so I thought it was
he
pretty
did.
funny that
Have I been-
I sneezed today
Have I been muted this whole time?
for like the
Yes.
last 20, 30 seconds.
Oh shit. Okay, so you did.
That
Y'all did hear me
was-
say I said the sneezing thing first. Damn it.
Now,
All
Dude,
right,
that was great.
Silas, you're up.
Open the door.
Don't forget the special attack bonus on Kingdom Hearts Union. Sorry.
I just want your money.
You open the door and see further into the throne room. And you see the gold throne in the distance, perfectly in a flawless condition.
Can we take the
Hold up,
gold
boys.
from me? Oh,
And you see two people are sitting in the throne. One of them on the lap of the other, her arm wrapped around him.
And
You
this
see
is,
Masute and Gyaku.
Yep. Gyaku has this on your genjutsu.
I gotta say, Takashi, with that 34-year-old, thou almost detected it.
Fudge. I should have re-rolled.
You were literally
That's
an
still my
inch
team.
away.
Fudge.
So, Masate speaks as you approach. Hello, Silas. I'm sorry, let me get back on the voice. Hello, Silas. How
No,
do
pretty
you
good.
enjoy my little experiment here?
It's like deja vu.
Yes, quite. Now, what is it that you're here for?
I'm just here to check the place out, see what's going on.
And what have you found?
I haven't found anything.
A little bitch.
Would you like to find something? I have two friends that would love to see you.
Oh yeah?
It's a threat. It's a threat. It's a trap.
second. I realized this were the GM layer.
Jeez.
Token layer. Token layer. You see Masate snaps his fingers. And you hear...
Oh shit!
He's an alchemist.
And the walls burst open right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
He's Mustang. Snaps his fingers. Thought he's gonna burst into flames.
Is that Bowser?
Why are there so many Full Metal Alchemist references this episode?
It's a good thing I still have a movement action.
Oh, wait. I missed what was just said. What was Full Metal Alchemist?
Why are there
Thought he
so many
snapped.
Full Metal Alchemists? References.
You're calling a snap a reference?
Yeah.
When he snapped, I said it's Colonel Mustang. I thought he was gonna burst into flames.
Oh, okay. So, you now see two large scorpions on each side. We'll spot check.
RP.
I didn't see him.
That's not what that's about.
I don't see.
I don't see
They having a hulking scorpions. Right.
So you see that Masate is kind of waving his hands around and adjusting them. Now I'd like to introduce you to my two newest puppets. Specimen A and Specimen B. Or as I like to call them, my scorpion duo of death.
It's still your turn. You don't have to raise your hand.
Do scorpions have bones?
Oh, they have an exoskeleton.
Yeah, exoskeleton, but that I don't think that counts as a bone.
Oh, never mind then.
Pretty solid, but yeah.
I was just gonna do something, but it's not gonna work. So
at this point, Gyaku turns to Masate and she goes, "Do you think we should stop having fun with the genjutsu?" "Yes, it's time." You can see that you see her eyes kind of spiral a little bit, and then you see the entirety of the place all returns to its decrepit old form.
Wait.
And now there are 50 giant scorpions.
That makes me question how we walked through the door.
Yeah, you can see the rock slides and everything where all the rocks were have still been cleared. But it also reveals something else.
No,
Give me a second.
No.
Which means my clone is screwed. He's gonna eat.
Yep, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna around so many of them.
Where the fuck is this thing? There it is. So, Jim, you can suspect what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right in
He's
his
gonna
very
die?
ring. Oh wow.
Every single person who you see, their appearance disappears into that of a puppet.
I'm glad we're over here, not over there.
Yep.
Good luck getting back.
See you guys. We're gonna be joning.
I'm glad we're over here, not over there. We just have these giant, acidic, and dangerous scorpions to deal with.
And we got Silas.
Yeah, but we are near the real goal.
I'm
The
about to rip.
healer.
I'm about to rip that tail
Oh,
off his back.
I'll do all that. The rest of that later. That gives you the indicator.
Do you like my new hairdo, guys?
Yes.
And now
Somebody go to radio.
that is where we will end this session.
Uh-uh.
Nah, nigga.
Travis. No.
Can we at least see like these two guys right here? Are all these
Nah.
scorpions actually in these?
Oh man, I just got like an hour. That sucks.
Oh, sorry. The scorpions are not actually in there.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, oh,
Yeah, Kozuka? What'd you say?
No.
No?
No.
I'm afraid that's where we're going to end. We're going to have to end here shortly, as it was. This is close enough. And I feel like it's a good drop-off point.
No.
Just like last time, you went through the castle with no danger. And when you're leaving, it's not going to be that way.
No.
Look on the bright side, you're not standing between two giant scorpions.
yeah, but
Hey, just referencing back. Does anybody remember what their hit checks were?
Oh, don't worry. They're puppets now. They're different.
Rip.
A lot
Yeah.
higher.
So I'm basically, once it gets to my turn, which will be right after Silas' turn, I'll be like, Silas, hold off the scorpion. I'm gonna finish this.
To Mazate? Is that what you're saying?
No, to Silas.
I'm sorry, you're gonna
Silence.
say, like, I'm gonna finish this and finish Mazate?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then you find out Masate is just a puppet.
Yep.
At least he's gonna burn his puppet up.
You do know he has a history of being inside the puppet.
I'm a Tadashi. Light him up.
Well, should we end it?
We're gonna end it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're excited to find out what happens next time on Naruto D&D.
Fuck you.
So should we all
Whoa.
take a poll of what year we
Whoa.
think this is gonna come out?
December
2018.
21st.
It's 2018 at least.
No way. I'm thinking at least 2019 at the rate we're at.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's gonna take at least 3 years. And you know how I know that? Because I have 20/20 vision.
We're leaving that in. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Gets recorded.
Peace
Oh,
out.
no.
Later.